The British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good morning, my name is Lisa Cofton and it's your news update to 10:30 a.m. BC elections are coming. Candidates have been finalized ahead of BC's election on October 19th as the party leaders look ahead to the upcoming televised debate. Elections BC says its final list of nominated candidates includes 93 from the NDP, 93 from the BC Conservatives, 69 from the Greens, and 40 independents. The October 8th debate will be one of the few occasions voters will see three major party leaders face each other during the campaign. The BC Green Party is expected to be the first to roll out its complete election platform later today. Leader Sonia Furstenau is scheduled to hold a news conference in Victoria this morning. Her party has already made a series of commitments ahead of the October 19th election, including to establish a network of 93 community health centers. All evacuation orders and alerts related to the wildfires near Christina Lake have been rescinded. The regional district of Kootenay boundary says there were 1.42 homes evacuated and more than 200 on alert due to the nearby Spalding Creek wildfire. The BC Wildfire Service says the fire is now classified as being held after burning out of control Sunday, but the cause remains under investigation. There are about 185 active wildfires burning across BC, but none have been started in the last 24 hours. Talking about Middle East tensions now, the House of Commons will hold an emergency debate this evening on the crisis in Lebanon after Israel's ground incursion intensified fears of a full-scale invasion. Members of Parliament will weigh in on how Ottawa should respond to the Israeli ground operation. That started early this morning and the airstrikes that have destroyed an apartment building in Beirut. International Development Minister Ahmed Hussein says Canada is still appealing for an end to the fighting.
The escalation of this conflict to Lebanon is not helpful to anyone and has already caused civilian deaths, displacement of tens of thousands of people.
Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly says there are about 45,000 Canadians in Lebanon and has warned for months that evacuating citizens might be not possible if commercial flights stop. BC has the lowest fertility rate among provinces and territories. Stats Canada says it's one child per woman in 2023. The agency added that the rate of premature births in 2023 was the highest in the past 50 years. Ontario, Quebec, and Nunavut will offer antibody injections to all newborns and infants to protect them from respiratory syncytial virus this winter. Women's College Hospital physician Dr. Noah Ivers remembers when his own baby had to be hospitalized with severe RSV illness several years ago.
As a family doc, and also as a parent who's been through this, you know, if there's something you can do to prevent your kid becoming short of breath and you watching them with their ribs eating in and out and you watching them needing to get an oxygen mask, like if there's something simple in your power to do that, please, take advantage of it.
More about preparation for winter. Winter tires are required on the majority of highways in BC starting today. In BC, winter tires are those with either M+S or mountain snowflake symbol. The Transportation Ministry's website provides a full map of the highways that require tires. About the weather today, it's going to rain in the afternoon, so don't forget your umbrella. The temperature feels like 11 degrees. The wind speed is 9 kilometers per hour. Hopefully, we will see some more sun this week. That was your news update to 10:30 a.m. My name is Lisa Kaufton.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
Everything is changing to digital. Everything is online. People aren't just waiting for the 6 o'clock news anymore. People want their news right now. They want to be able to go onto their smartphone, onto the internet, and see the news that they want to see.
Vancouver is growing at, a really rapid rate, the Lower Mainland even, and with the tools that we're given here, we're able to cover all of that.
Welcome to BCIT Magazine. I'm Radhika Sikakane.
In the program, they really leave it up to you. I mean, the help is there when you need it, figuring out how to use the programs like Premiere, Audition, and figuring out how to use the cameras. But it's up to you to sort of experiment and figure out what you can do when you go out in the field.
They brought candles and flowers to remember the student who lost her life yesterday.
Theresa May says the international community condemns Moscow.
They really make sure that you know the basics and you are able to put out a quality product.
I'm Brady Tretnero.
And I'm Radhika Sikakane. Thank you for tuning in to BCIT Magazine.
Good morning, I'm Ethan Van Dopp, and these are your sports headlines for 1040. The Edmonton Oilers defeated the Vancouver Canucks yesterday as the Canucks wrapped up their second-to-last preseason game. Connor McDavid had 2 points for the Oilers, while Arshdeep Bains scored for the Canucks, and Kevin Lankinen recorded 24 saves as the Canucks fell 3-2 in the shootout. The Canucks will wrap up their preseason on Friday, October 4th, against the very same Oilers in Vancouver. Montreal Canadiens rookie defenseman David Reinbacher will miss the next 5 to 6 months following surgery to his left knee, the team announced on X. The 5th overall pick in 2023 suffered a knee injury in a preseason game against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Sunday. The Canadiens are set to take on the Ottawa Senators in a preseason clash in Montreal. The Detroit Lions defeated the Seattle Seahawks 42-29 last night, handing the Seahawks their first loss of the season. Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff set an NFL record by completing all 18 of his passes. Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown says Goff's performance was key to getting the victory.
He played a great game. When you have your quarterback, a guy like him that can, command the offense, take care of the football, deliver the ball, get it to his guys, it's tough to stop us.
The Tennessee Titans defeated the Miami Dolphins 31-12 Monday night. Backup quarterback Mason Rudolph led 7 scoring drives after starter Will Levis left the game with a shoulder injury. Titans coach Mike Callahan says the decision was just a precaution.
Yeah, Will's healthy. He's our quarterback. It was not a decision based on anything other than his health and protecting him, particularly with the bye week and the shoulder that didn't feel great. I didn't want to put him back out there, and I knew I was going to run the ball quite a bit. So that was really what it factored. But he's our starter when he's healthy, and we're ready to roll with him.
The Montreal Alouettes have extended wide receiver Cole Spiker through to the 2026 season. In 15 games this season, Spiker has caught 49 passes for 710 yards and 7 touchdowns. Spiker joined the Alouettes in 2022 following a college career at the University of Wisconsin. Today marks the first day of Major League Baseball playoffs, with 4 games on the schedule. The Detroit Lions are in Houston to take on the Astros, followed by the Kansas City Royals taking on the Orioles in Baltimore. The New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers will battle it out, followed by the Atlanta Braves squaring off against the San Diego Padres for the nightcap. Major League Baseball great Pete Rose has died at the age of 83. Rose, a longtime Cincinnati Red, holds the record for the most hits in MLB history. Much of Rose's 24-year career was spent with the Reds. However, he was a key member of the Philadelphia Phillies team that won the World Series in 1980. Phillies fans reacted to hearing the news of his passing.
When I heard about Pete Rose, I thought the greatest hitter that ever played the game had passed away.
Now to basketball. Former NBA center Dikembe Mutombo has died at the age of 58. Mutombo was known as the NBA's first global ambassador. He played 18 seasons in the NBA and was known for his humanitarian work in South Africa after his retirement. Las Vegas Aces hope to tie up the series as they head to New York to take on the Liberty for Game 2. The Connecticut Sun look to take a 2-0 lead in their playoff series against the Minnesota Lynx. Toronto Raptors star Scotty Barnes did not travel with the team to Montreal due to personal reasons. Barnes is expected to miss the start of training camp. The Raptors opened camp on Tuesday morning and will take on the Washington Wizards at the Bell Center on Sunday in a preseason matchup. The Vancouver Whitecaps girls elite welcome San Diego FC to BC Place as they kick off their CONCACAF Champions Cup campaign today. Kickoff is at 6:30. The CONCACAF Women's Cup champion is in its inaugural season. The tournament welcomes the best teams from North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. The winner of the tournament will qualify for the first ever Women's World Cup in 2026. The Whitecaps will also welcome 3-time National Soccer League champions Portland Thorns, which will likely be the last time for fans to watch Canadian soccer legend Christine Sinclair. Tickets for both games are on sale now. Champions League action continues today with a number of matches. Arsenal is set to face off against Paris Saint-Germain, while Manchester City takes on Slovene Bratislava. I'm Ethan Van Dopp, and those were your sports headlines to 1040.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
Everything is changing to digital. Everything is online. People aren't just waiting for the 6 o'clock news anymore. People want their news right now. They want to be able to go onto their smartphone, onto the internet, and see the news that they want to see.
Vancouver is growing at a really rapid rate, the Lower Mainland even, and with the tools that we're given here, we're able to cover all of that.
Welcome to BCIT Magazine. I'm Radhika Sikakane.
In the program, they really leave it up to you. I mean, the help is there when you need it, figuring out how to use the programs like Premiere, Audition, and figuring out how to use the cameras. But it's up to you to sort of experiment and figure out what you can do when you go out in the field.
They brought candles and flowers to remember the student who lost her life yesterday.
Theresa May says the international community condemns Moscow.
They really make sure that you know the basics and you are able to put out a quality product.
I'm Brady Tretnero.
And I'm Radhika Sikakane. Thank you for tuning in to BCIT Magazine.